Ladies and gentlemen, the convocation would commence in 10 minutes. I would request every one of you to please be seated. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first convocation of the prestigious Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University. The first convocation is about to commence. You are requested to stand and remain standing till the members of the procession enter the hall. Thank you.
बीच में नहीं खड़े होने के लिए साइड में खड़े होने को बोलो प्लीज कर दे प्लीज साइड
सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै शांति शांति।
Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite the chief guest, Shri Pratap Rao Pawar, guest of honor, Dr. David Pollard, President, Dr. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil, and the Vice Chancellor, Dr. E.B. Khedkar, to light the auspicious lamp. May I also invite Mr. Abhinandan Thorat, sir?
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा.
May I now invite the President, Dr. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil, to welcome the Chief Guest, Shri Pratap Rao Pawar. Chairman of Sakal Media Group. Chairman of Sakal Media Group, Mr. Pratap Pawar is an engineer from the prestigious BITS. He is an industrialist and a man with a vision. He has been on the board of Sakal since 1985, and the newspaper has grown by leaps and bounds under his leadership. Mr. Pawar is the former president of the Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Industries and Agriculture, president of the Indian Newspaper Society for the year 2001 to 2002, and president, Indian Language Newspapers Association, 2005 to 2006. He was appointed on the board of directors of the World Association of Newspapers in January 2007 and was made vice president of the board of directors in June 2007. He is also the chairman of Ajay Metachem Group of Industries and a director on the board of various Indian listed companies like Bharat Forge Limited, Kirloskar Oil Engines Limited, Phenolex Cables Limited, and Force Motors Limited. He is also on the board of Pan Gulf Group Limited, UK. Apart from his corporate engagements, Mr. Pawar has contributed immensely to the society as well. Mr. Pawar is a trustee of various socio-educational institutions in Pune and takes active part in these organizations and trusts. Some of them are Dr. Nana Sahib Parulekar Sakal Charity Trust, Students Welfare Association, Pune School and Home for the Blind, Kirloskar Foundation, Balgram, SOS Children's Village, Bal Kalyan Sanstha, Sakal Foundation of India, BAIF Development Research Foundation. May I now invite the President, Dr. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil, to welcome the guest of honor, Dr. David Pollard. Dr. David Pollard is the High Commissioner from the Cooperative Republic of Guyana to the Republic of India, having taken up the post in September 2016. Dr. David Pollard studied physics at Imperial College, London, and St. John's College, Cambridge. He completed his PhD in theoretical physics at the Imperial College. On his return to Guyana, he conducted the solar energy research at the Institute of Applied Science and Technology, where he established the Solar Energy Laboratory and registered the first ever solar energy company in Guyana, 1987. In the UK, late 80s, he worked on industrial physics research at the British Petroleum before moving into the world of quantitative finance at the Salomon Brothers, 1994. Dr. David Pollard worked as a fixed income derivatives quant for 13 years at the Salomon Brothers, as it merged to become the first Citigroup. In 2008, he joined AHL, the largest quantitative hedge fund, where he ran the high-frequency Alpha Group. In 2011, Dr. Pollard formed Pollard A. Phil Limited, a quantitative investment management fund specializing in early emerging markets in the Caribbean. Dr. David Pollard has been involved in various charitable and public service roles as well, and is the past chairman of the Board of Trustees for Generating Genius, an educational charity in England. He's a member of the Institute of Directors, Pall Mall, London. May I now invite the President, Dr. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil, to welcome our second guest of honor, Mr. Abhinandan Thorat. May I now invite the Vice Chancellor, Dr. E.B. Khedkar, to welcome the President, Dr. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil. May I now request Registrar B.G. Bhandarkar to the podium, please.
Honorable President, may I request you to declare the first convocation of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University open.
I declare the first Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University convocation open.
Ladies and gentlemen, I request the Vice Chancellor, Dr. E.B. Khedkar, to deliver a welcome address and present the university report.
With the blessing of Mahaganpati and Sri Satya Sai Baba, Honorable Chief Guest of the convocation, Sri Pratap Pawar, Chairman Sakal Media Group, Honorable Guest of Honor of the convocation, His Excellency Dr. David Pollard, High Commissioner of Cooperative Republic of Guyana to the Republic of India. Another guest of honor of the convocation, Mr. Abhinandan Thorat. Honorable President of the Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, Dr. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil. Honorable Member of the Governing Body, Honorable Member of the Board of Management, Honorable Member of the Academic Council, Honorable Member of the Padma Shri Dr. D.Y. Patil family, Honorable Dr. Sirish Patil, Vice Chancellor Dr. D.Y. Patil University, Navi Mumbai, distinguished guests, fresh graduates, students, teachers, administrative staff, my colleagues, parents, and the media representatives. Ladies and gentlemen, today, 2nd December 2016, is a historic day for Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, an innovation university. As we are celebrating first convocation ceremony on this occasion, on behalf of all the members of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University and on my behalf, I extend to you all a very warm and hearty welcome. before speaking anything, I must give the deep sense of gratitude to our Honorable President, who is an educationist, economist, philanthropist, and because of him and because of his powerful vision, this day is possible. Dr. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil, he is also chairman of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil Group and also possessing leadership positions at several organizations. He has been awarded an honorary doctorate by University of Central Lancashire, United Kingdom, for his outstanding achievement in the field of education, healthcare, and social services. He was awarded Achiever Award in September 2004 in recognition of distinguished services, loyalty, devotion in the field of education by the Lion Clubs of International. In September 2011, he was awarded the Top Management Consortium Award of Excellence 2010-11 at the hands of His Excellency Sri K. Shankar Narayan, Governor of Maharashtra. Under his leadership, the university continues to grow economically, intellectually, socially, and culturally, providing an academically distinctive portfolio of excellent and professionally relevant courses coupled with a high-quality student experience. He is keen on creating world-class systems and frameworks in healthcare and education. It is a matter of great happiness that Honorable Sri Pratap Pawar is with us today as the chief guest of the convocation ceremony. He is an engineer from the prestigious BITS Pilani. He is an industrialist and a man with vision. He has been on the board of Sakal since 1985 and the newspaper has grown by leaps and bounds under his able leadership. Having a presence in entire Maharashtra and Goa, Sakal is now not restricted to being a newspaper but is a brand in itself. It is indeed a great honor for us to extend heartiest welcome to our guest of honor of the convocation ceremony, His Excellency Dr. David Pollard. He has been involved in charitable and public services roles and is a past chairman of the Board of Trustees of Generating Genius, an educational charity in England. He is a member of the Institute of Directors, Pall Mall, London. We have laid down the foundation of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University with a strong vision. A vision to list Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University in the top 200 ranking globally within the first 15 years of its establishment. And I am confident that with the support of the team and the commendable performances of the students, we will definitely achieve this dream and vision. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University admitted its first batch of students in 2015. The first batch of students who are qualifying this year and become eligible for the degrees are Master of Law, Postgraduate Diploma in Digital Modeling, Bachelor of Business Administration in Media and Communication, and Master of Business Administration in Media and Communication. The total number of students eligible to receive degrees at this first convocation is 34. Being the maiden graduate, these 34 students have engraved their names in the shining history of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University and hence will always be cherished. As a Vice Chancellor, I welcome them to this first convocation and congratulate them for the rare distinction of being the first recipients of the degree from Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University and wish them all the success and prosperity for their future. I am sure this is a very special moment for their lives. I also wish to express my appreciations to the staff of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University for assisting the students in their educational and life journey during these defining years and for contributing to make this university a place of excellence and fine achievements. I would like to congratulate their proud parents and teachers for their precious contribution in shaping the academic career of these children and appreciate the efforts taken by them. Your accomplishments, the fruits of hours, days and years of toil is a significant achievement which would not have been possible without the support and encouragement of your parents, friends, and well-wishers who sit proudly in our audience today. I sincerely hope and wish that the graduates will abide by the traditions, values, and ethics inculcated by the university. Ladies and gentlemen, on this occasion, I would like to present a brief report of activities and achievements of the university during the last academic year. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University has been established with the prime focus in mind that is to encourage research and development and provide platform to deserving scholars and students to explore their possibilities in various fields and provide them the best resources and infrastructural facility within the campus. Being the first year, in order to improve the quality of education and research, Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University has launched certain programs and courses. These includes BTech with 5 specialization, that is biomedical engineering, mechatronic engineering, biotechnology with specialization in medical biotechnology, biotechnology with specialization in food technology, cloud technology and information security. MTech with 2 specializations, that is automobile product engineering, digital manufacturing, Bachelor of Design with 2 specializations, that is product design, automobile design, Master of Design with 3 specializations, that is automobile design, integrated product design, interaction design. BBA with 3 specializations, that is media and communication, international business, financial services. BSc with 2 specializations, that is filmmaking and new media. MBA with 10 specialization, that is business innovation and strategy, media innovation, marketing management, finance management, human resource management, supply chain management, international business management, digital marketing and e-commerce management, banking and financial services, business analytics. BA, LLB, LLB, LLM, Bachelor of Hotel Management, BCA, Cloud Technology and Information Security, BCom, PhD in Engineering, Management and Law. Looking into the need of the innovation and opportunities for future generation, we are also planning to introduce some more programs and courses in future. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University has concentrated on the holistic development of the students to make them wholesome and healthy citizens of the nation by providing quality higher education. Keeping this in mind, we have organized various activities like guest lectures from the industry officials, national level conferences, international level conferences, and many more. We continue to improve our teaching, learning, and research facilities so as to create the best environment for our academics and students, such as the state-of-the-art new library, the ultra-modern lecture hall, hostel, and hospitality lab. The university is also in the process of establishing colleges, campuses, facilities, schools, institutes, departments, and administrative units, as may be appropriate from time to time. All services have been automated through ERP system. This will enhance our service delivery to all. Over the last 1 year, the university has entered into MOUs with collaborating universities and industries nationally and internationally. Some of them are MOU and cooperation agreement with University of Central Lancashire, UK, MOU with University of South Carolina, MOU with Queen's College of the City, University of New York, academic partnership agreement with iNurture and with Times Pro, MOU with World Trade Center, Pune, agreement with Central Depository Services India Limited, and many more. A successful modern economy and society requires citizens with a strong foundation of education, as this will enable them to become progressively qualified in a lifelong process. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University is committed to provide and impart all kinds of abilities, interest, knowledge, and qualifications from the preschool years to post-retirement. The university promotes the development of knowledge and competencies that will enable each student to adapt to the knowledge-based society and actively participate in all spheres of social and economic life, taking more control of his or her future. I once again heartily welcome you all, especially our distinguished guest, and also hope that our graduate will endeavor to achieve new heights of success in future. At the end, I would like to give a lot of respect to the dignitaries on the dais, especially the chief guest, guest of honor, Honorable President, as we are in the area of a religious place near Alandi, Devasthan, where Naneshwar Maharaj place is there. And therefore, I would like to quote one sentence which is written in the Naneshwari first Adhyaya in 22nd line. Mazarudaisa Sadguru Tene Tarilo ha Sansar Puru Manoni Vishesha Atyadaru Vivekavari. The Naneshwar Maharaj, who has written this particular line in his first Adhyaya about his Guru Nivrittinatha and given a lot of respect as his Gurus. For all of us, including me, all the dignitaries, chief guest, guest of honor and president, they are our Gurus. I would like to give a lot of respect like Naneshwara. With this, I would like to close my report.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now call upon the President, Dr. Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil, to deliver the presidential address.
I seek the blessings of Sri Satya Sai Baba before I address this audience. May his blessings, may all the spiritual blessings be bestowed on you at this wonderful, wonderful gathering on a very momentous and lovely occasion. That is the first graduation of our university. And I'm really delighted to see all these students in their blue outfits who will be celebrating with their degrees today. So congratulations, it's your day today. Welcome to you all. I extend a very warm welcome to Shri Prataprao Pawarji, Dr. David Pollard. As I welcome you all, I feel gratified and inspired to look upon the graduating class. During the years that you spent with us, you inspired us, you brought us energy, you brought us passion and ideas that enabled us to be better. And thanks to you all, we've risen to new heights. I congratulate you all. You've reached a well-deserved milestone that elevates you, to empower you, and to take you into the real world. Innovation, of course, is a wellspring of economic growth and hence an imperative for us as a nation. I think we all know today how India is digitizing. Prime Minister Modi is pushing the digitization race, and we should be well prepared for what your future faces. So I think as a university, truly, we have a challenge as to how we will encompass the future. So I think it's a constantly evolving situation, and we need to evolve according to the times. As you're all aware, I think the D.Y. Patil Group has a rich legacy of offering education for the past 30 years. But I think this university is fairly new. It's only a year old. The campus is only 5 years old. And it's an evolving campus. It's an emotional campus. But I would like to heartily place my appreciation towards you, because you are the ones who have made this university possible. The first parents, the first students, the first teachers, and the first people who come into this sector. And also the chief guest present here, Dr. David Pollard, Pratap Raoji, because it's truly an inspiration, because these are the boys who will go out, these are the girls who will go out and create change and become ambassadors of change and truly take our university to the next level. I remember as a young boy, I used to work very closely with my father, and he was very passionate about education. So when he started his first institute in the year 1983, he was extremely concerned, because private education was something which the government did. Private education was something which farmers didn't do. I'm very proud to say that my father is a farmer, but a farmer started this educational institute and took it to new heights. And he was extremely concerned that whether I'll get teachers, whether I'll get students. And when the first engineering student came, it was almost like a celebration of sort. We wanted to garland him and we wanted to throw a party and have a good time. It was such a joyful occasion. And this was way back in 1983. So I think I express this emotion because I think that's the same emotion that I'm going through today, because this graduation is only about 30 or 40 students, but I think you are the most important students of this university. We will never forget that. So thank you for making this university what you are. I think we are all talking about demonetization today. The demonetization is going on. A lot of people have their views and opinions as to where this demonetization will take us. But I think truly the world is moving into a transparent age. The world is moving into a digital age. It has its problems, it has its flaws. But I think the new generation is really numbered and encompassed for this kind of understanding. So we as a nation, I think, should support what our Prime Minister is doing. We as a nation should support the movement against corruption. We as a nation should really support into taking India into the digital age. Because if you know, all our engineers, all our scientists, all our doctors fuel the economies of the world. So we should make an example out of India that yes, we can change for the better, and create a world which is equal for all, lovable for all, and show what we as human beings can do. India has a rich legacy of culture. India has some traditions which goes back to thousands of years. We talk about Nalanda, we talk about Takshashila, we talk about the educational centers that were created in India many, many years ago, even before the Western civilization could do any of this. Perhaps it was only the Chinese and Indian cultures that had the educational systems in place, where scholars from all around the world came to India to study. And I think truly, again an era is emerging where India is again becoming buoyant. India is becoming thoroughly understanding about what the world needs. And truly as a nation, as a mass, we can teach the world what we can become and what we can do for the world. So you as youngsters have a very, very important role to play, because I feel there is a little generation gap between our parents and us, and perhaps between me and you as well, because the new generation is extremely wired to technology. They understand technology very well. But you must understand how to use that technology effectively to take your lives further. Not only your lives further, but also the lives of people around you. Because still we are struck with poverty. People in many parts of the world don't get food to eat. There are wars, there's violence. And I think we as individuals have a role to play, that we need to change society. We need to change society for the better good, for the greater good that exists, and not just look at a selfish attitude of how successful we can be. Success should be measured by how happy you can make other people's. And I think it's very important to do that. It's your graduation day, and I'll spend a little more time talking about you, because I know you've seen the campus grow. The new university building, again, is in the making. You've gone through many trials and tribulations. Perhaps it has been a wonderful experience for you, maybe not such a wonderful experience for you. But nevertheless, I'm grateful, the management is grateful, the teachers are grateful, and this entire university is grateful to the parents and students who study here. Because truly, you have shown the confidence to be in this university. And I promise you, we assure you at this dais, that this will be one of the world's best university. It's only a matter of time. I think when our Vice Chancellor spoke about innovation, I think we truly are trying to create an innovative society here. We have the Honorable Dilip Chhabri amongst us, who heads the Automobile Design School. And I think we have some outstanding individuals who are really focused on trying to get creativity into this organization. And when you get such passionate people into the education sector, then I think education doesn't become just about getting a degree, but it becomes about gaining knowledge, about understanding what you really are. So what we want to do here is really get students into this university, not think that they're students, but it should be an experience for them. It should be like they're coming in and having a good time here. And the new university building also, you see, we've placed bean bags, the concept of classroom, slowly we are getting away with. We are putting in video conferencing lectures. We are networked with companies like EdXL. So a lot of innovative things happening at the university. And I truly feel that if we have to be prepared for the future, because I think technology, the way it's a disruptor, I think soon a time will come, education will also be disrupted, because it's a matter of time as to what systems, and perhaps artificial intelligence will replace all this brick and mortar that is around. So how the experience will for the future students will be very, very unique and different. So I think we as a university really have to think out of the box and do something unique and different. I think I always speak a little bit about spirituality, because no organization can be driven unless there is some moral value within that organization. And I think that value is inculcated in the DNA of every DY Patil team member, whether he works in Navi Mumbai, Pune, or Kolhapur. But I think every member is extremely committed to making this university work. And I think it's very important to think of as one mass, because when you think as a united front, then truly we feel things can happen. I'm sure there are a lot of people who think in a different and a contrary manner. But I think positive criticism should be accepted. At the same time, we should look for solutions. We should look for solutions that can enhance the quality of each and every individual's life. So I think that's the way this team works. And I'm really happy, like today, Professor Bhandarkar is the registrar of this university. But I'm also grateful to him because he was the first registrar of the D.Y. Patil University under the leadership of my father. So Dr. Bhandarkar, thank you for staying with me and giving us this support. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the campus. I truly feel this is a historical and momentous occasion for this university. It is a university in the making. So we need your support because you're going to go out into the real world. You're going to make a difference. We want you to be the ambassadors of this university. And truly, like I said, we are working on making this university a world-class center. We already have great tie-ups with the industry. We have tied up with some of the top software companies in the world. And after a certain point, I feel the experience will not only be for you to come to the university, but perhaps you may spend 6 months to a year in the industry. Because the university management thinks that way. The Board of Governors gives us very good advice. We have some very outstanding members in the Board of Governors who come from a different spectrum of different subjects. And they give us such creative ideas because we feel once you go in the industry, it should not be the domain of the industry to train you and make you ready for that particular sector. But you should be the creators of change in that industry. So when you go out there, add value to that company, set up your own company, employ thousands of people, be a Bill Gates, be a Forbes, go into the Fortune 500 and make yourself proud. Really do something that creates meaningful change for society. I'm a follower of Sri Satya Sai Baba. I always quote him whenever I speak to students or staff or anywhere. And I will quote this just before I end my audience with you. I would like to say, he says, and I quote, "There is only one language, that is the language of the heart. There is only one caste, the caste of humanity. And there is only one religion, the religion of love." Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, thank you very much all for coming here on this wonderful, wonderful occasion. God bless you, all the best, and go conquer the world.
Thank you very much, sir. That was truly inspiring. May I now call upon the guest of honor, Dr. David Pollard, to deliver his special address.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Honorable President, and honorable members of the governance of this new university, heads of department, members of staff, and others in the academic tradition of this university. To the chief guest, special invitees, parents, and other invitees, and to the graduands, and I said before, their parents. It is a great pleasure for me to be invited here to speak to you on the occasion of this first convocation. Being invited to the first of anything, as you will learn, is a rare honor, and in that sense specifically and especially, I'm very pleased to be here with you today. You will know by now, especially the graduands, that the A.D.Y. Patil University is a well-run, well-organized institution. And so I, like many others here who are speaking, have been given careful time limits for the amount of time you should spend speaking. Now, the whole tradition of short speeches actually started with an American president, President Woodrow Wilson, early in the 20th century. And many people thought that one of the great advantages of short speeches is that it will take not that much of your time to prepare. So they asked him, and here's what he said. "If you want me to speak for 10 minutes, I will need a week for preparation. If 15 minutes, then I'll need 3 days. If half an hour, then I'll need 2 days to prepare. But if you want me to speak for an hour, well, I can start right now." So So you won't be surprised to hear that thoughts of what I should say here today have been on my mind now for a good 2 or 3 weeks, even as I traveled back to Guyana for official duties. And I suppose the one thing that helped a lot in terms of working out what I should speak about today is the fact that any convocation and any address to convocation gives you immediately the right to proper advice. And that is what I intend to do. But not only that, it gives you the right to proper unsolicited advice. I can give you advice even though you haven't yet asked for it. And though that is, as you will find, a very dangerous thing to do, that is what we almost always do when we address convocations, and that is what I intend to do today. So my first bit of advice is about knowledge. And it is simply that you need to remember and understand that the knowledge you will be gaining here is real. It sounds like a simple statement, but believe you me, I think I was even deeper into my own university career when it suddenly struck me that what I was learning was real. You see, for students, school children, especially the clever ones, an education can be something of a game, almost like a computer game or a reality show. You know, you're given facts, you're then given queries and questions about them, and you answer them and you get to the next level. You move up a class, you move up a year. And you can treat it all, in a sense, at that intellectual level, not appreciating, in fact, that more than the achievement of knowledge that you are coming into contact with is the fact that that knowledge is a very real body of knowledge about the world in which we live. It struck me while I was at Imperial College in London, one winter's afternoon, I was looking out of the window, and there was a workman trying to put up a ladder against the wall during the winter when it was a bit slippery. And I looked at him adjusting the angle of the ladder, you know, to try and make sure that he could get to where he wanted without the thing slipping and him falling. And it was only then that I realized, but you know, this is a problem I can solve, because as you may have heard, I studied physics. You know, we've all, those that have done applied maths, know about the ladder against the wall problem. You resolve your forces. You have an idea of what coefficients of friction are like. You make allowances for the slipperiness and that kind of thing. And you can work out what's the safe angle for him to put the ladder at. And I think it was only then that I realized that, you know, what I'm learning is not just something of an intellectual game. This is about how the world works. And you will find in time, as you continue your education, that that is the great thing about it. It is a body of knowledge about our real world. And the things that you learn, even though they may be interesting to you intellectually and fascinating to conquer and master, are also things that describe the combined experience of people over many, many generations. And you need in some way to have an experience like mine, or maybe some of you already have realized that is the great thing about what you are undergoing now and over the next few years. You are learning about how the world works. It's given fancy names and you know, economics and sociology and physics and all these kinds of names. It's wrapped up in a whole academic tradition. But what you are learning about is our world. And I urge you to come to terms with that. You may realize it now. It may be many years before that happens. Some people are gifted with the immediate understanding, and I think especially some of you that are doing law. Many lawyers immediately and quickly understand that those dry books of cases that they read are about real people and their real emotions and what they may do and the limits of human behavior. But sometimes in the more technical subjects, it's more difficult to grasp that understanding. I urge you to try to find it. So, that's my first bit of advice. Your knowledge is real. TK? I didn't hear you respond. TK? Great. Second bit of advice, and the President just now in his address referred to this a number of times. Your generation is blessed and or cursed with the honor, I suppose, of being the first generation, I believe, in reality, that must be prepared to be ready to learn forever. The world of knowledge is accelerating at an unbelievable pace. It's mostly tied up with technology, but in reality, what is happening with Wikipedia, with Google, even with Facebook, Twitter, Google Scholar, all of these things are enabling an acceleration of knowledge that is perhaps unprecedented since the spread of education from simply the nobility in Europe to the common man. And indeed, in countries like India, where there is still a large rural population that is as yet unavailed of the opportunities to develop their own skills, there will be a massive growth of knowledge, and with the technology to deliver it, a massive way in which that knowledge can impact all of you. So when you've completed your degrees or your masters and left universities, do not feel that that will be the end of your education. Those of us who are already out there know we learn new stuff every day. But with that comes a lot of other data, which may not be knowledge. There's in Chennai, there was a young mathematician called Srinivasa Ramanujan. There's been a film about him that's around now. You can still see it. It's called The Man Who Knew Infinity. He turned out to be a great, gifted, and instinctive mathematician. And he was lucky, I suppose, that he ended up being exposed to the right people who were able to ensure that his abilities were put in front of some of the professors at Cambridge, one of whom, Professor Hardy, invited him there to study and to work. And if you get a chance, you should see that film, because in a sense, it encapsulates what happens when you suddenly face a massive explosion of knowledge and intellect. So for Hardy, Ramanujan brought a massive outpouring of ideas and theorems and all kinds of things, which he then struggled just to understand, to separate the wheat from the chaff. What of what this man was saying was real? What needed further clarification? What was wrong? And the film's interesting to look at that, but it's also something from which you can take a lesson. Like I said, there's an amazing explosion of knowledge, but there's also an amazing explosion of a lot of stuff that is not truly knowledge. And I think one of the challenges that you may face as you grow in the world of learning forever is to learn what you need to take on board as true knowledge and as true learning, and what you need to discard and realize that it's just, data, not really something that you need. So that is what I would like to say to you as my second bit of advice. You need to be ready to learn forever. TK? Good. Now, there isn't a third bit of advice. I like things in threes. I know many people like things in threes. But I don't have one. It's a short speech. I would advise you to perhaps come up with your third piece of advice to yourself. And by that, I do not necessarily mean that you should maybe just summarize what you have learned so far, but perhaps try to encapsulate what you now know that you may not have known a few years ago. So the third bit of advice is for you to compose yourself. And with that, I'd like to say a few thank yous. First, I'd like to thank the President for this opportunity to address this class. Like I said, it's an honor to be asked to address the first of any convocation. I'd also like to thank his organization and staff for the superb way they've dealt with the many twists and turns of what should have been a simple journey from Delhi to Pune today. They have been excellent in that. But finally, I'd like to thank you, the graduands. And I'd like to thank you in advance, because I'm sure that in time to come, somewhere I'll be reading in the paper about someone who has made some innovation or done something outstanding, and somewhere in the blurb they'll say, and this person was a graduate of the ADY Patil in 2016. And I'll think to myself, that is someone I spoke to, and I will take real pleasure in that. So let me thank those of you in advance for that moment of pleasure that will come to me in time. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. I congratulate your parents and all those who are here today. It has been a pleasure, and I look forward to your future success.
Thank you very much, sir, for your words of wisdom. I request the Registrar, B.G. Bhandarkar, to announce the names of the students who are being awarded merit medals. Thank you.
Award of medals by the chief guest will now commence. May I invite the Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Prataprawji Pawar, to do the honors. I present to you, sir, Jha Rekha Chaudhary, topper of the Master of Law program from School of Law for the award of gold medal. I present to you, sir, Ali Raza Khan, topper of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Media and Communication program from the School of Film and Media for the award of gold medal. I present to you, sir, Omkar Bandekar, topper of the postgraduate diploma in digital modeling from DYPDC School of Design for the award of gold medal. I present to you, sir, Jai Balaji, topper of the postgraduate diploma in digital modeling program from DYPDC School of Design for the award of gold medal. I present to you, sir, Muhammad Salim Nasim Lari, topper of the postgraduate program in automobile design from DYPDC School of Design for the award of gold medal. I now present to you, sir, Richesh Thomas, topper of the postgraduate program in integrated product design from DYPDC School of Design for the award of gold medal. I present to you, sir, Sallu Ilyas, topper of the undergraduate program in automobile design from DYPDC School of Design for the award of gold medal. The award of degrees will now commence.
I present you, sir, 13 students, including those in absentia of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, whose names are set out in the list and who have completed the prescribed course of study and have been examined and found qualified for the award of Master of Law degree of this university, to which I pray that they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the president of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, I admit you all, including those in absentia, to the award of Master of Law degree of this university and charge you that ever in your life, thought, action, and conversation you prove yourselves worthy of the same.
May I request the Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Prataprao Pawar, to hand over the degree certificates to the admitted students present here today. Jha Rekha Chaudhary. Bhoir Nikhil Anil Revati. Chaudhary Chanchal Kadam Supriya Krishna Hemlata. Nikhade Dipti Jayesh. Patil Asha Govind Lakshmi. Shashikant Pandey. Varshi Atvarish Shah Roshan Renu. Yadav Uttam Shamra.
I present to you, sir, 5 students, including those in absentia of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, whose names are set out in the list and who have completed the prescribed course of study and have been examined and found qualified for the award of Master of Business Administration, Media and Communication degree of this university, to which I pray that they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as President of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, I admit you all, including those in absentia, to the award of Master of Business Administration, Media and Communication degree of this university, and charge you that you ever in your life, thought, action, and conversation, you prove yourselves worthy of the same.
May I request the Honorable Chief Guest Sri Pratap Rao Pawar to hand over the degree certificates to the admitted students present here today. Ali Abbas. Gaurav Banerjee. Shalvi Gurav. Udit Sehgal. I present to you, sir, 05 students, including those in absentia of the Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, whose names are set out in the list and who have completed the prescribed course of study and have been examined and found qualified for the award of Bachelors of Business Administration, Media and Communication degree of this university, to which I pray that they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as President of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, I admit you all, including those in absentia, to the award of Bachelor of Business Administration, Media and Communication degree of this university, and charge you that ever in your life, thought, action, and conversation, you prove yourselves worthy of the same.
May I request the Honorable Chief Guest Sri Pratap Rao Pawar to hand over the degree certificates to the admitted students present here today. Ali Raza Khan. Akash Arun. Varsha Bhutte. Sushant Metange. Revati Nair. Thank you, sir. DYPDC School of Design. I present to you, sir, 11 students, including those in absentia of School of Design, Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, whose names are set out in the list and who have completed the prescribed course of study and have been examined and found qualified for the award of postgraduate diploma in digital modeling of this university, to which I pray that they be admitted.
I admit you all, including those in absentia, to the award of respective certificates in automobile design, and charge you that ever in your life, thought, action, and conversation, you prove yourselves worthy of the same.
May I request Honorable Chief Guest Shri Pratap Rao Pawar to hand over the certificates to the admitted students present here. Omkar Bandekar, Anurag Borai, Maboof Mullah, Nias Ali CK, Ragun Narsimha, thank you, sir. I present to you, sir, 47 students, including those in absentia, have completed the prescribed course of study at DYPDC's Center for Automotive Research and Studies and have been examined and found qualified for the award of respective certificates, to which I pray that they be admitted.
I admit you all, including
Mayur Kirnapure, Samir Injewar, Vikram Garud, Mohammad Saim Nasim Lari, Adarsh Krishnan, Arnav Pathak, Barzin Patel, Gaurav Sadanand, Ajay Arvind, Ankit Dhuri, Arun R. Correct? Varun Chirala, Vipul Kolambe, Riches Thomas, Sallu Ilyas, Akshay Bhosle, Ankesh Patel, Rahul Pillai, Tanmay Chavan,
May I now request the President to administer the convocation pledge to the graduating students. The graduating students are requested to rise for the convocation pledge.
I want to hear this loud, the pledge. Okay. I hereby pledge that as a graduate of the Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University, it shall be my constant endeavor to use my knowledge, experience and skills for the well-being of my community and for the advancement of learning and public good. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all. I will maintain my competency, keep abreast of developments in my chosen fields. I will strive to better my communities through good citizenship and active participation. I will be a loyal ambassador for my university and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. Thank you.
May now invite the chief guest, Shri Pratap Rao Pawar, to deliver the convocation address.
His Excellency Dr. Pollard, President Dr. Patil, Vice Chancellor Dr. Khedkar, members, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and student friends. I'm very happy to be here for the first convocation. I didn't know much about your university, but when I discuss with your colleagues, with your professors, presidents, I realized this is a very good vision, this is a very good ambition, and this is a practical, pragmatic way ahead. So I'm sure not only you, but even future students will be greatly benefited by this university. I will not be surprised if you come among the top ones, and I hope you achieve that. Friends, you are all students, but let me tell you, you will have to be students all your life. And that's how the life goes. And if that goes, you will always succeed. To succeed, you have lots of opportunities, great opportunities, but you have great challenges too. We were in Israel with some of your professors, and they are encircled by lots of enemies, very powerful, who want to kill them. And they have no water to survive, only 4 inches rainfall. So question is how to feed 8.6 million people. What does the Israel look at that? They say, look, there are bigger challenge, bigger opportunity. More the challenge, more the opportunity. So let's look at this as an angle, that the challenge will come in future for you. Obviously, you'll have more opportunities as well. Your president briefly said one sentence about disruptive technology. And I'm, as an engineer, I'm as a citizen, I'm very much concerned about what's going to happen tomorrow. Because all the technologies, let's say for example computers or mobiles, we call Moore's law, every year the product is superior at a lesser price. And that's the challenge. If you don't do that, you don't survive, no matter whether you're Nokia or you know anybody else. Disruptive technology is also dislodging proven multi-billion businesses. For example, Kodak. At one time, it was the world's largest company. Today, nobody knows Kodak because you don't need them. Digital technology. Similarly, lots of new technology will come, and our chief guest, or guest of honor, who work in solar technology. Sir, you are going to dislodge petrochemicals, you are going to dislodge oil and gas. So trillions of dollars of business in next 10 years will be wiped out. This is going to be the truth, because solar energy will be available to you at almost throwaway price and 24 hours. And that's where those engineers from automobile should remember what Tesla is doing. Today, Tesla doesn't need engine, doesn't need transmission. Who designs Tesla? Electrical engineers, not the mechanical engineers, not the automobile engineers. And they are making driverless cars. So disruption in jobs, disruption in technology, disruption in various things are bound to come, and new opportunities are going to come. And you have to be aware of that. So you as the students will have to be students, as I told you, lifelong. And that's the only way you will survive. But at the same time, you will have great opportunities. It's a century of going to be of knowledge. Knowledge is being created every corner of the world. You don't know which knowledge is coming from which angle, which area, which time, and how it's going to disrupt you. You have to be aware, and if you don't work, you will be a dinosaur. For example, I'm in media. We know the print media has limited life. Because the new generation, my grandchildren, just don't read newspaper, although I own newspaper. But I can't blame them, that's a fact of life. But I have information. I want to pass it on to you. I will pass it on to you in a medium which you like, the way you like. If you want it free, okay, I'll give it free. If you want a digital on your computer or software or smartphone, yes, I'll do that. And then I have my readership, my people, I'll have a few million people. I go to advertisers, say, look, I have these people with me, you have to advertise. And that's what happens with Microsoft, that's happened with Google, that's happened with all other big fellows. So you have to play this game, you have to understand this game, and if you don't, as I told you, you'll be wiped out or you will be dinosaur. So opportunities are going to great, things are going to be quite different, and especially for mechanical engineers, as I told you about Tesla, 3D printers is going to be a challenge. It's going to change the philosophy of manufacturing, his philosophy of product making, designing, and everything. It's already in the picture, the prices are going down, and 3D printers are improving further and further. They're making buildings, they're making ice creams, they're making your pizza. We can't imagine what they can make. But that's the reality. So you have to understand where you are today, what knowledge you have earned, and what knowledge you have to incur, so that you will become part of the system and also create new opportunity. One more thing which I would like to say about this for the students, that money is not the important aspect. It's not the main source of business or career. It's the knowledge. Idea will be a biggest asset, not the physical asset. I just asked the boy who came to pick me up, I said, how did you come? He said, by Uber. Does Uber own a taxi? No. There are millions of cars who work for them. But they are something like 70,000 crore valuation company, but doesn't own a single car. Idea, management, transparency. A rickshaw, you go from airport to your residence, he may charge 40 rupees, he may charge you 60 rupees, he may not come with you. Uber will tell you from where point to point, they'll give you bill, they'll give you same amount, whether 8 hours or B hours at the same rate. Transparency, accountability, reliability. And these will be the future things. If you don't do that, your customer is not going to come to you. If you do that, customer is going to be glued to you. So manufacturing, as we normally say, that I want to double the production, okay, I have one more factory. I want to triple the production, I have 3 more factories. Things are going to change. For example, this Airbnb, which controls about 1 million hotel rooms, all that for expansion, he doesn't invest a rupee. He invests only and grabs hotels which are free, which are really available, we have no business. So there are lots of, I can give you a dozen such examples, but I'm giving simple examples to understand that tomorrow, knowledge, ideas, intelligence, coordinations, execution will be far more important than the physical assets, than the monies. Money will come to you automatically, and these are the success stories. You will be like somebody, I'm just going to the best example in the world, but all that one has to say, people sometimes worry that we don't have money, my parents are not rich, what can you do? No, that's not an idea. You will have a lot of opportunities, and you have to find what ideas can work and where you should go to. One more thing which I would like to suggest, since I work with innovations, I work with a lot of small scale technocrats, there is a big opportunity for you students, irrespective of what graduation you have. India imports something like 6 lakh crore components, and 99.9% of them are out of patent. Korea did the same thing. They brought the innovations. Instead of that, they the import substitute. China did the same thing. Japan did the same thing in the beginning. These imports of ours in the next 5 years will go to 20 lakh crores. So, and they will have very high margins because the components come from Timbuktu. They have to be packed, they will be transported, they will be sold, their services to be given. So margins are very high. If you copy them, I have a friend who is 10th standard pass person. He owns a Mercedes. All that he does is just copies the component successfully and delivers at 75% of the price. So this quantum of business is available to any of the engineers, any technocrat in this country. I think you should make use of it. I have been working myself. I have made more than 6,000 students so far, are entrepreneurs, to give them idea how to get this information, how to work on these such products, and how much money you can make, and how to make money out of that. Because ultimately, you have to make money, and you have to find the opportunity as well. One of the good things about you, sir, President, is you are changing the syllabuses, you are being modern, you are having association with the industries, with the professors, and allowing students to work in the field. I think that's the very right way to do it. In BITS Pilani, we had to go through training every year. I had to go, before my graduation, 4 places training in which I had 100 marks in the university. So we had to work. But that gave me tremendous insight about the application of the industry. That gave me insight to understand what are my weak points, what are my good points. I realized I'm not a good academician, but I realized I could organize very well. So to understand who you are and where you are good at is also very important. Don't copy anybody. Find your own strengths and your weaknesses wherein you can do your better future. So even in your university, the practical training, association with the industries, collaboration with the industries, and exposure to your staff is equally important as the students. If that happens, and that's what we have done in College of Engineering Pune, which has gone to IIT standard, the boys could send a satellite. That was the coordination, how it worked. So multifarious students, multifarious activities or technologies work together, and that's how the satellite was launched. That's what we learned in Israel. They create the innovation spirit right in the beginning, from school days to college days to university days, and they work in a group. They don't work in isolation. So, for example, biomedical product, you have to know knowledge of biology or medicine and also engineering to implement that. Any product you take, it has multiple technologies. If you take your mobile, for example, it has metallurgy, it has plastic, it has polymer chemistry, it has software, it has hardware. So unless you work together in integration form, you are not able to produce a product. So that we have to learn that teamwork is very important, learning from each other. Seven years. That's an opportunity, and that opportunity comes to you. If you don't, somebody else will get it. It could be anybody from Timbuktu, it could be from Brazil, it could be from Uganda, it could be from Kenya, or it can be from any place. The business is going to be there. Question is who gets it. And I feel you should get it. And that's where you have to prepare yourself with eyes open. Where are the opportunities? What are that you can do? How you can do? What is the future? And what is going to be in excellence? If you keep this in mind, I'm sure you have a great future. This country has a great future, and the future is in your hand. All the best to you. Thank you very much.
May I now invite the Registrar B.G. Bhandarkar to the podium.
Honorable President, sir, may I request you to declare the first convocation of Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University closed.
I declare the first Ajeenkya D.Y. Patil University convocation closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all now will sing the national anthem. You are requested to rise, please. जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to stand till the academic procession leaves the room.